My name is Ken Kraft, and I'm the founder and CEO at Hope of the Valley Rescue Mission, and we are standing here today at our newest shelter. And this one is, once again, it is part of a Bridge Home Shelter, which was an initiation of the mayor, one of his initiatives to get people off the streets and get them into shelter. And so I'm going to give you a little tour and let you see what happens. But first of all, when anybody comes here, there'll be security guards here. We check and make sure that nobody's bringing in elements they shouldn't bring in. This is the gateway. This is the access once they've already been checked in. But the very first time they come, they do have to come this way. Let me show you what happens inside. Once inside, we're still waiting for some of the desks to arrive, but this is where we'll do the assessment. And we need to discover how long has somebody been homeless? What led to their homelessness? What is preventing them from being housed? So that if it's mental health, we can provide that. If it's substance abuse, we can provide that. If it's just a lack of a job and poverty, we can help them with that. So this is where all the intake is going to happen right here. Now this building right here, it's a trailer. And this trailer, once it's set up, all the plumbing is underneath, but this is where we'll have the initial intakes. This is going to be a break room right here for our employees once we get the rest of the furniture coming in. And then as we make our way this direction, the food services here for this shelter, which by the way, this is a 100-bed shelter, okay? So the one that we just opened in North Hollywood is 85 beds. This one is 100 beds. And again, all the food service will be done in Pacoima. But what we do have over here, we do have a meal prep room. So this is our storage right here. And then as you work your way this way, this is the meal prep room. So in here, all the food is made in Pacoima, it's delivered here, and then we will be plating it and we'll be handing it out this window where our guests can receive their meal, and they can either eat it inside or they can enjoy the outside as well. But then we come out this way again, and now for the first time you actually get to see the structure where our homeless guests will be sleeping. And we'll make our way over this way. And again, food service will be handed out this window right here. And this is the admin building. But this is the bathrooms. And there are no bathrooms inside the actual shelter, the Sprung structure. Clients will have to come out here and they'll be able to access the bathrooms. And as they do, they all look just like this. They're gender neutral, so men and women will use these bathrooms. There are 7 bathrooms. There are 7 showers. And then as we make our way down here, you'll see there is laundry facilities as well, so that anyone that's here, they can access the washers and the dryers, and we want them to do their own laundry, to be responsible. And what's unique about this particular shelter is that there is no water inside the Sprung structure or sewage. So these are trailers that get put up, and these shelters go really fast. As a matter of fact, this shelter was put in place in about a 4-month period of time, whereas the North Hollywood one took us over 6 months because everything was built on the inside. But as we walk our way through here, again, you got the laundry mats, you have the washers, the dryers. I can't get to see what the showers look like, and so again, we have 7 showers, and they all look just like this. We do have ADA showers. We do have ADA bathrooms. And again, if you notice, there's a lot of aluminum, a lot of decking, and that is because, again, these are trailers that are off the ground, and thus there's the way this is laid out. One of the other things that's pretty unique about this particular shelter is there's storage units, okay, which are these bins that are back here on the side yard. So that when somebody comes here and they have possessions and they can't fit it underneath their bed, they can actually have one of these bins and they can access those. And so we're going to make our way now to the front of the Sprung structure so you can see what that looks like, and then we'll look at the men's section and the women's section. So this is the main entrance right here to the shelter. And then over here on this side, this is our dog run. And this is awesome because, once again, there's many barriers that prevent people from getting help, and sometimes a pet can actually prevent somebody from getting help because they say, no, I can't go into a shelter if I can't take my dog. So they can bring their dogs here. We have kennels, and they can run around, they can relieve themselves. And then also you see back here with these picnic tables, so when people receive their food here, they can come out here, they can eat outside, fresh air, it's a beautiful day today, or they can make their way inside. So when we come inside here, first thing you're going to see is a large room that will be used for dining purposes and will be used for large groups. But also inside we do have a number of case management offices on the far end there, and then another office over here. But if you want to see what the facility looks like, follow me over here. And this is the women's shelter, okay? So this is where all the women's beds are. And you can come, this is for ADA. Again, if someone has a wheelchair, needs accessibility, they have the 6-foot radius right here. And if you come this way, you can see everything is very organized, it's very neat. Everybody that comes to this location will not only have their own bed, they will have their own storage space, but also a place to plug in their phone, a USB port, which is great. Now also, if you look around, the construction is very unique. Because it is like this vinyl material that it's made out of, they can't have heavy things hanging from the roof. And so the HVAC is a very lightweight material that goes all the way down. The air comes out of these small holes, and lights are also very lightweight. It does have fire sprinklers as well, so it has all of the safety components that are necessary so that anybody who stays here definitely is safe, and they're well protected. And because of the separation between the men's section and the women's section, once again, we are confident the women will feel very safe staying here in their shelter. So now we're going to make our way down this way. And as we do, you'll get a chance to look out the window, and you can see these are the bins right here. So anyone who stays here also gets one of these bins that they can store their belongings in, which is very, very helpful just because of the numbers of people that have additional supplies. Again, another office here. Now we've made our way back into the main room here. In the main room we do have a couple computers for people that need to check their emails. They want to work on their resumes, submitting for job applications, and we can help and train them. The big room here will also be used for group meetings, whether it's helping people overcome substance abuse or with job training or motivational speaking and those kinds of things as well. Now we're going to make our way into the men's side. The men's side is actually larger than the women. We have 60 beds for the men and 40 beds for the women. So if you look across here, you can see it's much larger, and there are 60 beds. Again, all the beds are uniform, everything is the same, but the mission and the goal is also the same, and that is we want to help men and women get off the streets. We want to help them address whatever those major primary issues are that are preventing them from being housed, and we want to help them to get back in the game of life. Oftentimes when people come to the shelter here, they feel overwhelmed, they are exhausted, they feel hopeless, and thus we are Hope of the Valley to give people hope here in the valley and beyond. And so this is an incredible facility. Once again, if you look back over this way, you can see all the way down to the far end where the women's side is way down here. This is the men's side here, and then in between is the gathering place for the meals. And again, this I'm going to just highlight one more time the construction here. So if you touch this, it's this vinyl, but the walls are about this thick, and there's insulation in between them, which keeps this facility cool in the winter and cool in the summer and warm in the winter. So the engineering and the design of these particular facilities is really remarkable. They go up very fast. The downside is you don't have the bathrooms and the restroom facilities inside this building, but they're a small walk across the hallway so that people can access that. So this is the facility, and thank you for your support. We could never do something like this, and I have to say one last thing. Special thanks to Councilman Paul Krikorian, because this was his vision, his idea. He wanted to get these bridge housing facilities in his council district, and special thanks to the mayor and also his initiative, the Bridge Home. And so this is truly a public-private partnership. Hope of the Valley and our donors and our supporters, and then also the city of Los Angeles, and us coming together to create a lasting, sustainable solution for those that are hurting and those that are in need, our brothers and sisters on the streets. So again, I'm Ken Kraft at Hope of the Valley Rescue Mission. Thank you for your participation and being part of the solution to ending homelessness here in Los Angeles.